What's up, everybody? We're going to learn some great stuff on the coaching today. What's up, everybody? I'm so excited for you to be here today on the coaching. What's up, everybody? I'm so excited for you guys to be here on the coaching. What are we talking about? We're talking about taking the emotions out of our sales process, both on the positive side and on the negative side. Guys, gals, people, Matt Easton University, Easton Army. When we are emotional in our sales process, we cost ourselves money. When our emotions take over in our sales process, we lose deals. Let's talk just for a moment about the bad emotions that we need to remove from our sales process and the good emotions. What? What are you talking about, good emotions? Yes. I'm talking about good emotions. They need to be removed too. We need to be surgical. We need to be on point. We need to be strategic. We need to be straightforward. We got to stop it with the roller coaster of emotions. So let's start with bad. Who wants to unmute themselves and give me an example? Give me one example of bad emotions that we need to remove from our sales process.
Hey, I'm really excited to be here with you today. You're really going to love my product.
Yeah, I would say that's a positive emotion, right? And I would call that dropping the enthusiasm. Hey, and this is, by the way, this is one of the fundamental things that takes over when you go to high six figures, seven figures. So often we're taught, hey, we got to be really excited and straightforward. Can you imagine if a surgeon walked into your operating room, was like, oh my gosh, I am so excited for this day. It's going to be fantastic. You would think they were on something. So yeah, I'm going to cross off on the positive emotions. We got to drop the enthusiasm, right? Welcome. Great to have you guys here. What's the most important thing we need to accomplish, right? Totally different tonality. That was a great one. Who wants to go with a bad emotion that we need to take out of our sales process?
Sounding disinterested.
Sounding disinterested. Exactly right. Why do we sound disinterested? I'll tell you. We think, and I'm going to cross it, number one on my list, we think the deal won't close, right? You're never going to buy. This is a crap lead. Whether it's a crap lead or not, I don't want you thinking in your head this deal won't close. If we only threw the ball when we thought we were going to get a touchdown, we'd never be able to play the game. So if you're getting crap leads, we can talk about that on another call. We can even talk about it later on this call. Or you can have a discussion with your marketing team. But when you're on the field of play, stop sounding disinterested. At the same time, don't sound like a spaz, but stop sounding disinterested. What's the most important thing that we need to cover on today's call? What research have you done on us? That was a great one. Who else has a negative emotion, a bad emotion that we need to rip out, we got to get rid of, we got to stop doing? And by the way, these are real easy to talk about, really hard to do, but we can make an effort, right? What's another bad emotion that we need to take out of our sales process?
I'd say getting defensive.
Getting defensive. Yeah, now, can you give me, when you say getting defensive, can you give me a specific example?
I think so. So if someone maybe is showing lack of interest, you might respond in more of a negative tone or a negative way and get defensive. Well, why not? Like almost condescending?
Yeah, 100%. And you got number 3 on my list right there. They're not interested. And when we think somebody's not interested, we take it personal. It's personal, right? It's business. It's not personal. Bullshit. It's personal, right? And when let's say you're touring a property and they don't seem interested, here's why we have to get this out of our head, okay? Not only is it not skillful, but not everybody sees the world through our lens. Not everybody operates the same way we do. And many times, and Robert, you're dealing with multi-million-dollar transactions. Many times when there's a lot of money on the line, or a lot of risk of losing your job, or a lot of fear or uncertainty, most people, not most people, but a good portion of people, their immediate knee-jerk response is to close in, right? Now, we take that as they're not interested. We take that as they don't like me. It could be they're about to tell you yes. It could be they're about to sign a listing agreement with you and they're really freaked out. Most people, when they're freaked out, don't get really outgoing, supportive, and positive. They start to be like, if you don't believe me, go to the skateboard park and watch the kids, the newbies, on the top of the half pipe with their skateboard. And you tell me how interested they seem right before their first time dropping in on the big ramp. They're not interested. Doesn't mean they're not going to do it. That's a great one. Who else who's got a negative emotion that we need to take out of our sales process?
They don't have any money. There's just no way they're going to buy this product.
Boom.
Don't even try.
I freaking love it. I love it. You guys are getting it right off of my list. They don't have any money. They don't have any budget. Okay? Again, back to what we were saying with disinterested. Don't know, don't care. And some of the times when people, I, for example, have plenty of money. I, for example, also am a sales coach. So I, for example, having plenty of money and a sales coach, what do you think I'm going to do to everybody I talk to? Right? I don't have any money for that. I don't have the budget for that. Nah, we can't afford that. I just want to see what their response is, right? I'm trying to see what the other sales processes are out there, right? But again, don't care. We're on the field of play. Is it raining? Don't care, right? Did my receiver's shoe fall off? I don't care. He's open. I'm throwing him the ball, right? We're now on the field of play. Again, if our prospects, 90, 95, 98% of them, 100% of them, clearly that come to us or we find do not have any money, I don't think that's the case with any of us, then we need to have a separate discussion. Then we need to retool our process. But when we're in the field of play, when we are in battle, when we are communicating with a prospect, this is not the time or the place to start judging how much money or budget they have. Just walk through your process, okay? Let me give you guys a couple of mine that you didn't get on this list. I'll just say it because you guys don't want to and I get it. They're a jerk. And guess what? They are. A lot of times we have to deal with jerks. We're in sales, okay? We're in business development. That does not mean that people have to take some sort of cool person test to work with us. This is why we get paid money, moolah, ducats, to do our job, because guess what? I don't know, about, let's call it 12% of the time, might be more, might be less, we got to deal with schmucks, jerks, a-holes, whatever you want to call them. They're not nice, they're rude, they're just bad people. We still have to sell to them. Just because they're a bad person doesn't mean that we don't sell to them. If that was the case, we're not going to get any deals done. So just follow your process, okay? Here's another one that's huge. They're wasting my time. Oh, they're wasting my time. Stop it, knock it off. Now, there's a big asterisk on they're wasting my time. And does anyone want to take a guess at what the asterisk is on they're wasting my time?
They are wasting your time.
Yes, they are, but why? Here's the thing. We got to point that mirror at ourselves. Most of the time, we're allowing them to waste our time. I'm going to say that again because it's really important. Anytime you're frustrated with a prospect and you're like, they're wasting my time, you have probably done one of two things. Either not gone into the eastonuniversity.com learning portal and attended these live events, or two, you have circumnavigated your sales process. Because if you're going into the portal and you're watching the coaching and you're attending these live events, it's impossible for somebody to waste your time because you're following the process. Robert, what's the most important thing that we need to accomplish on this call? Based on my understanding, your current situation is bump, bump, bump. The capabilities that you guys need are bop, bop, bop. Next step, stop. Does it make sense to get your team on board with the software? No. Got it. What's a good next step then? Right? What's a good next step for me? What's a good next step following that NSO process, right? It's not possible to waste my time. Oh yeah, well you got to call them and they're not interested. Okay, 20 seconds, pal. What are you doing with the other 11 hours in your day? Right? Like it's so funny, every time we get down in the weeds with somebody, it's because we ejected from our sales process. Which brings me into some of those positive emotions, okay? Dropping the enthusiasm we already covered. But another one is we get too friendly. Somebody's nice to us and we eject from our sales process as well. We eject with rude people and we leave too soon with somebody that's rude, and then we go way off into talking about football, baseball, basketball, fishing, mermaids, and unicorns with the people that are nice to us. Both of those things hurt us. Who wants to give us, or just somebody give me one of the positive things, a good emotion, a positive emotion that's killing you? a positive emotion that's costing you money? I got a bunch here on this list I'll share, but I want to hear one from you guys.
Being nice.
Being nice. Yes. Okay, if you look at the definition of the word nice, I believe it's French, and the nice person was the village idiot. Okay? I want you guys to be professional. I want you to be professionally positive, but being super nice and friendly doesn't do you any good. And I'm going to cross off with the being nice, my last one on this list, giving friendly deals and discounts. I've done this, okay? I've done this with somebody that's on this call way back years ago, right? We all accidentally were like, man, I really like this person. I really like this client. I really like this customer. No problem. I'll give you a 90% discount, or worse, I'll just give you this module or this thing or this whatever it is for free. That's not good. That's not skillful. That hurts you, it hurts your income, and it also hurts your customer. When you give somebody nice and friendly discounts, newsflash, they can't read your mind. So all you're doing is eroding their confidence in your product, your solution, your service, you, right? I love you. Love working with you guys. This is awesome. I'm confident that we're going to help you collect your billing or sell your house or whatever it is. Oh man, can you give me a break on that 6%? No. Well, why not? We're friends. Absolutely, and I want to get the job done right, and that's what it costs. Oh, okay, cool, right? Man, Robert's on it. He's going to get the job done right. Versus, what if Robert was like, hey, can I get a break? Sure, man, I love you, brother. You're my friend. I'll do it for 3%. Well, Robert's nice, but did I hire the right person to do the job? So giving those friendly deals and discounts. Here's one that most of you are struggling with right now. Okay? These 3 deals are sure to close. Go ahead.
Can I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So with that example, what if, so early on in our real estate career, we had clients and we didn't have as much skill level. So I had a client that I did give a break to. And what that did is it set a precedent. Now they've been a multiple client situation.
That break had babies. It went and had babies, didn't it?
It did, and it was terrible because now we're friends, but also I've helped them with like 5 transactions, and every single time they expect a discount. Yeah, and it could, I don't know if it got worse with you, Robert, but it can go out and have babies with, hey, I'm friends with Barry. I need the insider 3%. Right? And then what happens? What happens when Barry is on the golf course with Matt and, hey, I use Robert too. That's awesome, man. Robert's totally worth the 6%. 6%? What are you talking about? I pay 3, my brother. Now you just ruined, it's just bad all around. But yeah, when we... a suggestion on how to reverse it?
Reverse it?
Yeah.
See how I mirrored you there, by the way? Gave myself time to think and get you to give me more information. Yes, I do have a suggestion on how to reverse it. Hey, Barry, I totally get it that we did that in the past. However, moving forward, we have new resources, new things, new plans, great things. We're even better than we were in the past. One of the things that we've done is we've just gone to a fixed pricing model for everybody. I'm sure you can appreciate that with your business, but I have no doubt I'll be able to get this done for you. Right? We've gone to a fixed pricing model, making it fair for everybody. I'm sure you can appreciate that. There's new things in place, new resources here at the company, all of which are good things, but we've moved away from the one-off discounts of the past. Now, if Barry goes, well, I'm not going to do business with you anymore because I'm used to that 2% discount, totally get it, totally understand. What's a good next step, right? Well, I'm going to go have to look for somebody else. You're going to look for somebody else? Yeah. Barry, I'm confused. This is the 5th transaction that we've worked with, and I think for the most part, as I'm remembering, we've gotten you above what you were asking or at what you were asking on all 5 and sold the property ahead of schedule. You're going to go look now for 1 or 2% discount? Well, yeah, no problem. Mary Beth and I will be here when you need to sell the house on time and for the amount that you want. Fair enough? And then just hold true, right? They're going to leave that conversation feeling like, maybe that wasn't the best choice. Now, if you say, well, listen, let me think about it. Let me talk to my partners, my new partners here. Let me talk to Mary Beth. That's just going to put doubt. You have to be firm. Does that make sense, Robert?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and you know what? Out of the 10 berries you've given deals to, one of them might not come back. But the lesson here, the Easton University lesson here is this. We're going to take the revenue we would have got from that sale and we're investing that in changing our process, and that's going to pay millions in dollars of dividends moving forward because we're now never going to do that again, right? We're not doing those one-off things again. And if you guys are doing those one-off things, that's cool. I'm not your mommy, I'm not your daddy, right? I'm your coach. And if you're like, I love everything in the process, but I like to give my friends a discount, cool, right? I'm just telling you what I've seen, and sounds like what Robert's seen and what other people on this call have seen is those no good deed goes unpunished. And those things tend to just muddy up our waters really quick, and they come back to bite us at the worst possible time. The one I wanted to cover was these 3 deals are going to close for sure. No, they're not. Right? No, they're not. Don't care. Don't care which deals are closing. No cares in the world of what deals are closing. On the flip side, on negative emotions, no care in the world what deals are not going to close. Why? I have a process, right? I have a process, okay? We are now moving from, fly fishermen out in Aspen, Colorado with our beautiful gear and, oh, I've tied the perfect fly. I'm going to get a trout. To we're a freaking commercial fishing operation, right? We got 1,000 lines in the water or a net or however the hell they catch all those fish. That's the operation that we're running. And if any one line doesn't close or does, don't care. I'm following my process. I'm trusting my process. The worst thing that you can do is think these 3 deals are going to close, especially, or worse, this one monster deal is going to come in and then bam, it hits you in the face. It doesn't close. And then you're like, what the hell am I going to do? I'm off for my quarter, right? Trust your process. Follow through. Okay? Stopping to take pictures. Who remembers from your online portal training what stopping to take pictures is? Anyone want to take a guess? I'll give you a clue.
Celebrating your victories.
Absolutely right. What? I'm aborting from the Easton University. I'm canceling. This guy's no fun. He doesn't even want me to celebrate my victories. Absolutely I do. Go have a nice dinner. But here's what you don't want to do. I just got the contract from Bob. It's 11:30 a.m. Dude, Top Golf, here I come. I'm taking the rest of the day off. Why would you not want to do that, Bob? Besides the fact that I said so.
Success breeds success.
Absolutely. Success breeds success. Winning begets more winning. You're in the zone. I don't know what the zone is, okay? I know it exists though, right? And if you want to put your tinfoil hat on and argue with me that it doesn't, I've seen this with athletes. I've seen this with performers. I have seen this with salespeople. When they are in the zone, they flow. It's this state of confidence. Something has to do with the confidence there. But if you've just closed a deal, I suggest you keep working the rest of the deal, the rest of the day. Also, probably a good time to prospect. If you just closed a deal, it's probably a good time to make some prospecting calls because you're going to sound different. You're going to seem different. You're going to feel different, right? You're not going to be...
Confidence oozes out of you.
Confidence oozes out of you. Absolutely right. We're not stopping to take pictures, okay? Here's one that if you're a regional, if you're a VP, if you're a CEO on this call, you're going to be like, thank you, my brother from another mother, for bringing this up. Because all of us do this at least once in our career. Some of us do it regularly. If you do it regularly, hopefully I'm going to stop you from doing these 2 things right now. They're both good emotions that kill you. And hopefully if you've done it once, you're never going to do it again. Okay? What are the 2 things I'm talking about? Number 1, being satisfied with your income. Being satisfied with your income. All I want to do is make $300,000. That's all I need. That's garbage. Okay? That's garbage. And if you're like, well, that's greedy. It's not greedy. I don't care what you do with your money. Okay? They don't take hugs at Whole Foods. You can, if you want to donate to your church, donate to your church. But you should be sold on your solutions, your products, your services. If you're sold on your solutions, your services, your products, yourself, and you're like, all I want to do is make $300,000, what are you saying to all the people that could have benefited from your products, your solutions, your services after your $300,000 came in for the year? You're kind of being a jerk. You're kind of saying, well, they're not worth it. right? You're not worth improving your life because I already have as much money as I want to make. Trust your process, follow the process. Your number that you want to make should be more. Now, I want you to have a set number, your goal for the year, but when you hit that goal, you immediately should start a new number, okay? Along those same lines, the second positive one that I see all the time, we've all done this, okay, that I need you just to give up on, and if you want, go into your leadership, okay? My mobile 720-660-3202, I won't even charge you. I'll jump on the call with you and them, and I'll be the, what do they call it in court? I'll be your mediator for you. You just need to stop it with the sandbagging. It is crap. It is the worst thing that ever happened to you. And I'm giving you permission to go into your CEO, your VP's, your boss's office and go, listen, hey, I just want to let you know I want to fess up on something here. I'm having some bad thoughts, right? I'm at 242% for the quarter for Q2. I was thinking I should probably hold some stuff over into Q3 because want to make sure I hit my Q3 bonus. But I don't think that's, I think that's kind of malpractice for the company, okay? Now, if you're with a company that's like, hey, don't close those deals, right? Because we want to make sure we have even numbers coming in, might be a good idea to look for another job. I'm going to repeat that because it's really important. If your company is telling you not to close stuff because they want to hold it off because, oh, that would be a lot of stress on our implementation team or this or that, that's probably not the team you want to be on long term. Okay? Those are good problems to figure it out. We don't have enough implementation. Good. We'll figure it out, right? We'll call some clients, figure out which one can delay. We'll maybe give them a month of support for allowing us to delay a couple weeks, whatever it is, right? But tomorrow is not promised. Do not sandbag. Nothing good comes from that. Close the deals that are in front of you. And again, if for nothing else, it's because that person in front of you does not deserve to be slow-boated or sandbagged or pushed away or delayed simply because you want to make your Q3 bonus. I will be there with you every step of the way in Q3. We will find another deal. We will get your bonus. And probably if you have that heart-to-heart with your management, they'll be like, hey, we'll figure out something. Get the deal. Thank you for bringing that up with us. Sandbagging avails nothing, okay? So those are the things I wanted to talk about, both on the negative side and the positive side. Who's got questions? Who's got comments? Who wants to add to this? Or we can turn it over to any questions that you guys have. I'm here for you 100%. What do you need? The floor is yours. If you work in sales and you need to make twice as much money as you do right now to really enjoy your life, you've really only got 3 options. Option number 1, you can continue to work your butt off in the job you have right now, hoping for some sort of miracle to happen, where you start taking home double the money while doing things the exact same way you do them right now. That's pretty unlikely. Or option number 2, you can look for another job at a totally different company, hoping you're going to catch some sort of once-in-a-lifetime wave where sales just seem to flow your way. All right, again, highly unlikely, and we both know waves in sales, well, they don't last very long. Or option number 3, you can click the button here and get instant access to a simple, straightforward sales process that will help you take home twice as much money as you do right now while putting in far less effort than you do today. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, the most effective sales coaching system in the world. If you click the button, you're going to see how our interactive sales coaching portal and weekly live coaching sessions with me will help you double your income within 60 days. Easton University is more than an interactive sales coaching portal. It's more than being able to ask me questions in a live setting every single week. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the button. I will see you on the other side. Your life is about to get a lot better. Click through now.